Hello, good morning, good evening. Good afternoon, everybody. Big welcome to In the Know with Peter No. Today is April the 17th. We are going into our third week of the month, and what a month it is already so far. My name is Peter No. I am your SPD, I am your coach, and I will be your best friend for the next hour also.
I
Today,
gotta go run an errand and then go with your
oh,
sister,
you
okay?
don't have to run no errand. You have to be on here right now and pay attention, right? So, I love all these impromptu calls, everyone. As you know, we can just be ourselves here. We can just have fun. I know you're becoming a very strong, better version of yourselves every week as you're joining Team Evolve, just growing with us. For all the brand new guests here, if this is your very first time you are catching this training, big congratulations to you, okay? Because every week for an hour, we get to pick your brain. We get to talk about topics that we just don't usually talk about on any of our training calls. We get to share. This is an open dialogue, conversation training here. And every week, I just want you to kind of be in the know, okay? I just want to give you a little updates of what I'm doing and what I saw last week coming back from Mexico with our from Cancun for our corporate trip. It was really fun. All I can tell you is sometimes, have you ever heard of the phrase company is what is it? Everything is just about the company, or it's just it doesn't matter where you are, it's just about the company. That's what it was, okay? The resort was okay, the food was but the company was the best. So it was really nice just spending time with all the new leaders coming up. I got to spend a little bit more time with Ryan and the corporate team. So today, okay, today's topic, I really want to spend literally the whole hour teaching today, talking about how to recognize an opportunity and how to open up your pathway to success. Okay. I talked about yesterday pathways on the manager's call. And the reason why I'm sticking to this topic, everyone, is there's a couple of reasons. Okay. Number one, coming back from Mexico and spending time with Geraldo and our management group, everyone on this call and everyone in Team Evolve and everyone in LifeWave, do you know we are now a 20-year-old company, but we were voted, recognized as the number one fastest growing momentum building MLM company in the direct sales industry. Do we all know that, right? It's posted all over the place, okay? We're recognized. We are the number two growth company, 32. We're the 32nd biggest company in the direct sales industry. Now, this is going to really make your hair stand up. During the DSA where Meredith spoke, how many watched that speech on the
I
Meredith, the DSA speech? Didn't that just make your hair stand up listening? Didn't that just make you feel so proud that you're part of an organization or a company that is just moving forward during this crazy times in our lives, right? There was about 140 companies there recognized, and there were 40 CEOs speaking. After Meredith, after Meredith spoke, every single CEO that came up, they were kind of speechless. Do you know why? Because the industry is not growing. Many companies are still now, they are adjusting, okay? And I want to talk about this because we're talking about how to recognize an opportunity, and how to understand a pathway to your success. Many companies are still bouncing back, trying to find their messaging, trying to find their leadership, trying to find their direction after the COVID. Many of the companies are still talking about AI, how AI can help, and how to adjust affiliate programs. If that is the new talk of the town, you're going to compete with every single other MLM company. Does that make sense, everyone? When Meredith spoke, did you physically hear what made LifeWave different? Let me share with you a couple of the points what makes life different. Number one, we have David Schmidt sitting as our CEO that is constantly developing and patenting new technology. Our technology is so far ahead. There is no other number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 10, anything in phototherapy and in reverse aging technology. We literally have a solution for 7.8 billion people in this world today. Today, it's in your hands. So when Meredith spoke about that, number one, we already stood out in the entire industry by having a technology or a product that no company can have. Because of that, because of the X39's momentum, we have now developed a culture in LifeWave, that is attracting very honest, very transparent, very good leaders that are looking for a home. Does that make sense, everyone? And leaders that have been in the industry, they know how to recognize something that works and something that doesn't, maybe after 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years being in the industry. So now we are attracting strong leadership that is already merging with the strong, stable company and strong leadership that we already have in the company. And when Meredith spoke on stage, that energy just rippled into the whole DSA. There were many CEOs that they had no energy there. They did not know what else to present on stage because there were no more new tools that could present to the DSA because everyone is in the same boat. Now, if the entire industry is kind of declining and you have a company that is accelerating, what do you think every company and every leader in the industry is listening and looking at now? LifeWave. So they're looking at the number one growing fastest company. And now when they get introduced to Team Evolve, which has the number one team growing volume, leadership, our system, everything that we have developed now in 4.5 years, each one of us here, we have the opportunity to attract. We have the opportunity to educate now the industry. You can literally know that you're part of something so big, and I want you to be proud and strong with that. That's why today I want to take a whole hour to make sure that we all understand why we're so unique. And this week, I am finishing up a small PowerPoint, which I'm going to share with you so you can copy and paste and send that to every single person that wants to know why LifeWave and what is the unique selling points of LifeWave, okay? So, recognizing this opportunity, and when we talked about it, I was just like, wow, because there's so many companies in the last 5 years, so many CEOs, so many leaders came to me in the last 5 years I even had an opportunity, right? I had an opportunity to look at every single company, to see how they operate, to see what their product messaging is, to understand their compensation plan, to see how they support their teams, how they train them, what they do. And I can tell you, I'm so proud of what we've done, because even leaders in the industry do not understand and know how to recognize a pathway. Does that make sense, everyone? So we're going to talk about it very strongly. So I want to make sure that everybody that watches this In the Know recording today, and this is going to be called How to Recognize an Opportunity and How to Open Up Your Pathway to Your Success. Okay. So we're going to do it over and over again this month. Number one, David Schmidt. Number two, we have a technology that nobody in the industry have. Number three, we are so stable. We are a 20-year-old health technology company that's operating like a startup. Number four, we are vertically integrated. Vertically integrated means we manufacture our own products. We distribute our own products to our own warehouses. We have 9 headquarter offices to support a global sales force that is registered to 80 countries. We have a integrated system, one software, one CRM system that can convert every point into every dollar, real live time. Do you know how even this important this is to build a business around the world, all on your phone, all on one website, not multiple websites? That is all shipped around the world. So Kathy and I can enroll someone today in Korea, in Canada, in Mexico, in Australia. Does that make sense, everyone? That is a global system, okay, network. I don't even know what number we're on, but I'm just going to name, just number and talk it out, okay? We have literally the most organic, fair compensation plan, the most simplest compensation plan. And Marcy's saying we pay up to 60% when you really maximize out this compensation plan. It is huge. We have developed a culture now, a culture with the company that I don't even know how to say. I will probably call it the most organic culture that I've ever seen and built ever. Organic means we don't talk about money. We don't do any hoorah-rahs. There is no hype in our entire organization. That is triple rare, to be able to build an organization without any egos, without any convincing and pushing and pulling. Does that make sense, everyone? Okay, it's a huge deal. And when I go over these bullet points, when you talk to other networkers, I want you to bring that out. I want you to compare. You give something to compare to, right? We're also have less than 20 products in our product line. That is also huge. Let me see what else. Can anybody unmute themselves and go ahead and just share? What else do you think that is so unique about LifeWave and what we have in our hands?
No monthly maintenance or shipping fee. We don't have to pay that every month.
Maintenance. Thank you, Barbs. Thank you. That is a big deal. Our monthly, to maximize, to fully go straight to the top of the compensation plan, is a gold package, a $499. That is the maximum package for you to invest in to reach the top of a comp plan. to maintain your account to reach the highest rank. David Schmidt is not asking you for more. He's not telling you every rank you go up, you have to spend more money so you can collect more money from him. Our highest is 110 PV, personal volume, which can equate to about $120 to $150 a month. That is it. Where can you find a company where you're spending less than $5 a day for your products and for your free website to maintain? Go ahead, Rob. What else would you like to add on to this list?
I would say one of the different benefits is just companies' points do not expire. Where any other company you've been with, it usually goes at the end of the month. So as long as you stay active, you've got points you can build off of that. So again, I've never experienced that with any other company I've been with.
Non-flushing, everyone. It's called a non-flushing binary. Do you know there are still people in binaries and unilevels? And let's talk about this real quick, because I was in a unilevel for 15 years, Rob. Imagine, everyone. Imagine, Rob, you found a Marcy and a Peter on one leg, right, Rob? And imagine we bring in so many points, millions of points for you, but you could not build your other legs out. And what if all those points, everyone, goes to zero every month? Just zero. Like you just got to start over. Ouch. Like, ouch. Can you imagine the psychology of Rob working so hard every month to try to catch up, and then he does not even get paid, and he didn't even get lucky? But over here, what if Rob found a Marcy and a Peter on one leg, and all he has to do is catch up on the other leg, but every month, those millions of points that we develop never, ever, ever goes away. Ever. Do you think Rob has a fair chance? Do you think all those people above Rob and below Rob that came into that line now have a fair chance? At least you have a chance, right? Many comp plans, you don't even get a chance. So think about that, Sherry, as if you're building a brand new organization. And what if you at least have that chance, and then 6 months, 9 months, a year later, what if you got lucky and you found somebody else, and then now, because of the comp plan supporting you, you can start to earn the kind of income that you deserve? That is called a chance. The other comp plans are called breakage. They are breaking you. They want to make it harder for you to earn their money. That's why they create those kind of comp plans, okay? Let's go to Debbie, Diane, and then Cindy. Go ahead, Debbie.
I love that I can do this strictly from home.
Yes.
Don't have to go to any meetings anywhere. That's strictly my choice. So I can do this.
Now, I'm going to piggyback what Debbie said. She loves the fact that she can build, be supported, and duplicate this and connect with people at home. That is how we start. One thing about Team Evolve, I want you to know, Marcy and I and Dr. Stacy, all the leaders here, we created something for everyone. Does that make sense? Now, if you like to build online, great. But the next level, going into the field, we are going to perfect patching parties. We will be having patching parties, but you don't have to do a patching party. Does that make sense? Be a Debbie, be a Peter, be a Diane, do whatever you like. We have everything ready for you. So if you love to do patching parties and connect, we're going into that, but you don't have to. I love working at home now. I get lazy, just like Debbie. Just kidding. Debbie's not lazy. Okay. But I love working at home. I love preserving my energy. And I want everyone to write this down. When you build online, you're saving energy. When you build online, you're saving time, money, and energy. So then when you come to our regionals, when you come to our patching parties, you can give us your energy. All the energy you saved up, you can party with us when we get together. You guys like that? Okay, I just figured that out last night when I was talking to someone. People are asking me, Peter, how come all your events are so energetic? How come everyone looks so happy and stuff? I'm like, because we save so much time. We don't burn out everybody by doing all these things. And then they save their energy and their money. And then when we see each other during local areas, everybody just lets loose and just has fun. And we see each other online anyways. So when we see each other offline, everybody knows each other. That is a huge, rare community. Okay, so write that one down. Diane, unmute yourself.
Okay, so this isn't necessarily a LifeWave benefit, although it is, but it's a Team Evolve benefit. And that benefit is you give us all the trainings, all the Zooms, everything that we need to help somebody. Because of course, we've all had people that say, I don't want to train, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. And I say to them, you don't really have to. You don't have to. It's given to us. They found the system, and if you work with it, it works.
So I'm going to piggyback off that too, because we're talking about pathways, right, Diane? When somebody comes on here in our teams, when they see the schedules, when they see the trainings and they plug in, when they see the nightly podcast, everyone, if somebody brand new, if Diane invited 3 brand new partners on this week, brand new, don't you think Diane feels very comfortable because she can literally hands off, right, Diane? You can just show that to them and they can physically see, feel, and know that there's a pathway and they're supported. You cannot blow the story for someone else, everyone. You are just a conduit. You are just a connector. You are just the middleman to their stories, to their movie. Do not ever spoil the movie for someone. Remember that, right? Let them be the superstar in their own movie. And what is the ending, everyone? The ending is your health, time, and freedom. The ending is your graduation. We just have someone here, Cheryl, which is almost next. I'll call her next after Cindy, but she's almost graduating now, right? And you're going to hear her story. So, Cindy, what do you have for us, Cindy?
Yes, I had heard that the points do flush after a year. So please straighten me out.
Yes, Cindy. So, Cindy, if you have an account with us, Cindy, and if you do not, the points only flush, everyone, if you physically do not build a business. Like if you're not enrolling one customer or one brand partner in a full 12-month, or I don't even know how they regulate it. It went down from 3 years to 1 year now. If you don't physically do anything, Cindy, for 1 whole year, they're not going to flush all the points. They just flush all the points after that year. Does that make sense, everyone? You get to keep your first year's points. But if you don't do anything the second year, why would you want to accumulate those points if you are not physically doing anything anyways? Did everybody understand that? So the points do not flush. Only after the first year, it will flush out all the points that are coming after the first year if you're not doing anything, okay? So for example, if the first year you accumulated 1 million points, and then the second year you accumulated 1 million points, so you have 2 million points. But if you didn't do anything the second year, they're going to flush the first 1 million points away, but you still have 1 million points. Does that make sense?
Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome. And it is actually a good thing because remember, LifeWave was the only company in the world in the binary where David allowed everyone to accumulate those points. So guess how many points that all those older distributors accumulate all these years? Tens of millions of hundreds of millions of points. And they didn't do anything but just stay on auto ship. And then when we came in, we built the other side. So we brought in another 100 million points. So guess who loses? All of us. Because David has to pay out so much on all the old volume that should never, ever, ever have been kept because they were inactive, really inactive people. So all this changes already happened in the last year and a half. We just flushed everybody out already. So it's not happening anymore. And with this rule, it's a good thing, okay? Cheryl, what do you have?
A couple things. First of all, it's still such a relationship business. It's not gone to AI. It's not gone all those other things. We're still really working with people one-on-one and then putting them into our training system. The second thing is that you don't have to have a director on each side. Once I had two directors on my one side. Once I hit my points, I went right to presidential. I'm like, what? That's amazing. Normally you have to balance
it out.
Yeah. And with this company, you don't have to. It's just incredible. The more that you build, the more you understand, the easier it actually is.
Thank you, Cheryl. That's I'm going to piggyback off that now too, because Cheryl and many of our leaders, like even Lizzie right here, we have Lizzie here. We have a lot of people here. This compensation plan does not punish you. I'm going to repeat that again. What does punishing mean? In many companies, if you don't do a certain things, if you don't balance out a certain ways, if you don't have enough personal enrollments in a certain way, they will not let you move up the ranks. And then when you do not move up the ranks, they will not let you open up the door to earn certain part of the commission of those ranks. Does everybody understand that, right? LifeWave is so pure. It is so organic. If you enroll, you get paid. If you build two teams and start creating volume, you will get paid. If you can help your teams start to build their two teams, you will get paid. If you get to an SPD level and start developing SPDs, you're going to get paid in the global pool. Do you see how simple that is? Everything you do here, you will get paid. Whether you will get paid a lot or whether you get paid a little bit. At the end of the day, you're getting paid for every behavior or action that you do. In many comp plans, you can create, you can build, you can do, but they will break you. They will not pay you for your time, for your energy. How do I know? I study comp plans. That's why I'm creating this video for you to share this so other people can watch this video and understand and start questioning. Do you understand your company's pathway for you? If you cannot even understand your company's compensation plan, you are definitely being blocked. I have so many friends now that are joining many other companies because they are excited of the product. And we all know the product is not everything, correct? It is just one part of everything. I have friends that are excited because it's a startup company. We all know we do not ever want to join startup companies, okay? They will start you and break you at the same time. We cannot go through that stress. And there's no way I can ever bring any of my leaders, my friends, and try to risk it, okay? I am not in a risky business, okay? I am in a very develop business. I want to define, and I want to know the direction of where we're going, how we're going there, why we're going there, and what are we going to do? Okay, so awesome. And we're going to go through the comp plan later on. Let's go to Corrine. Corrine, what would you like to share?
Hi, Peter. Thank you. Yeah, my by far favorite part of this company is the track that you and Marcy have laid. Because unless there's a track that you can put people on, then the chances of ever building a large organization is zero. That's my experience. It's zero. And in the past, I've had to build the track in my previous companies. And I know how much work it is. And unless there's someone who's laying down the track on top of you, forget it. You're in an affiliate program, and maybe you're going to get a rent or a mortgage payment, maybe, but it's never going to get bigger than that. So I'm so thrilled with your track. I'm like beside myself. I can't even barely sleep. It is literally the best track I've ever seen in network marketing. I've been in this business since 2001. I'm super excited, Peter. So thank you so much.
Well, Corrine, you make my hair stand up because it's the ultimate compliment, you know, from someone that's been in the industry this long, to have seen so much, and to be recognized as that, and to actually apply it, use it. And I'm going to piggyback what Corrine said. Everyone, I'm telling you, not even did we have created a track, we have created generations of leadership that are all on the same track too, that can support you. Does that make sense? This is not just a Marcy and Peter show that is doing everything. Behind Marcy and Peter, there are so many variables, leaders, website, social media, graphics, events teams. I mean, I can name them all. Okay, it's going to take some time, but there is an entire team behind us, and we constantly have to communicate. So, Corrine, right? Remember, if you join other leaders on a unilevel, I highly doubt that there are 3 or 5 maybe leaders on the same page, on the same messaging, on everything that has to do the same. It's very rare. But can you imagine hundreds of us all on the same page because we trust each other, we trust each other's leadership, we trust that nobody here is going to lie, cheat, and steal anybody. We trust that our wisdom and our direction is only for the good of the organization. That is, I always say, it's the hardest thing to maintain an organization, okay? Especially at this level where we're at. And if we did not do it right, there is no way we can continue on that for the future of this organization. So I've always said it. I want the 100,000th person to feel, to have a pathway, to know that they can do what Marcy and I did. Does that make sense, everyone? Each one of you can be a Peter and a Marcy. You don't want to be a Peter. You don't want to be a Marcy, okay? But you want to know, you want what we have accomplished, which is what we designed to do. This has to be an equal playing field for everyone, okay? That is the design. It is not designed for special leaders, for experienced leaders, or for certain doctors or certain athletes. No, it is designed for the college student, for the 80-year-old senior here that is looking for something. It's designed for the house mom. It's designed for the teachers. It's designed for the doctors, right? It's designed for the light workers like Lizzie, right? Who's retired now. with God. No, she's not retired yet, but she's going there. You know, it's designed for everyone. And this is what I love to see. And I am ready. I'm telling you, I am ready to show off this organization to the world now. Okay. Let's go to Heather and then Gail. Heather, what would you like to share?
Well, I just am really completely blown away by the team aspect. It makes me a little teary. The way that everybody works together and helps, whether it's your sideline, your upline, your downline, because I'm just a baby in this line, and it's not just talk. It's every day you all display how you are willing to help us, and just give us a hand up with whatever it is that we need. And I just think that's amazing.
Oh, I can feel that from you, Heather, and I think everybody here can too. And we have such a responsibility. And when I travel, so this is why I kind of love traveling more than ever now, is when I travel, I actually get to see our system work. When I travel and I don't pick up the phone, remember, right, on the cash flow quadrant, we're all learning how to build a system. We're all learning one day how to walk away from the system. You can only build a system if you can build people. It has to be the people that moves things, right? So when I see Sally, Claudia, Suzanne, Juliana, Savi, all my personals, right? Dana, I don't want to leave anyone out, but when I see the leaders here, the bodybuilders, just taking care of their first generation, their second generation, and their third generation. And then when I travel and I hang out with my friends, with leaders, and they go, Peter, how come you're never on the phone? How come you're not, are you, don't you have to support people and stuff? I'm like, yeah, I do. I support them when I'm at home, but when I'm out, I'm out. Does that make sense? When I'm out, I'm giving you time. I'm giving the people in front of me time now. 10 years ago, everyone, I would be so rude. I'll be on the phone while eating dinner with my parents and with my friends, and they always hated that I was always on the phone. I'm always on the phone because I'm always teaching, doing 3 ways, doing behaviors that they thought they taught me what to do, but it was totally off. That's why we don't do that here anymore. That's why the podcast is your 3-way. That's why the training is your 3-way. We're all 3-waying together so we can save each other time, okay? And when I fly, when I think of things, I just appreciate that everybody just knows what to do, okay? And that now, again, is something that we have to be proud of. It's something we need to share. It's a big, big deal. So, Gail, what would you like to add on to this?
Well, Heather kind of said a lot that I wanted to say, but I have more. I've been doing MLM since I was 18 years old, and I'm going to be 67. And I have never, ever been into any company like this where you count. The integrity is so unbelievable with LifeWave, with Evolve. And I have never had people like yourself and Marcy and everybody above put us first and know that, yes, I could do what you're doing. And you guys, you bring me to tears because I've met you several times. You're very warm. Marcy's very warm. And you guys don't get this with everybody. That's in most companies, the top people are doing it for themselves. That's how you feel. I have never felt this in the time I've been with you guys. You guys are just wonderful. Thank you so much for all of you do.
Oh, thank you for recognizing that, Gail. And, Marcy and I, again, like, I'm going to piggyback off this. Being in the industry for so long, Gail, and you've been there, you've seen it, we've all seen it. It's just hurtful sometimes when an upline somebody that you benefit, somebody that, not one upline, multiple uplines or uplines. I've always, and I don't know how to say this, but I've always had male uplines, male, okay, men. This is the first time I have Marcy, a female upline. Oh, sorry, Suzanne was my upline. Sorry, Suzanne, I love you. Sorry was my upline in New Skin for 1 month, okay? Because before I left, it was a 1 month. But she loved on me. It was just not my program. I recognized that right away. And then after that, it was just a male. Nothing wrong with men, okay? But I'm just saying the behavior of many companies, I've seen it over and over again. I'm like, I'm giving you all my time. I'm giving you all my hard work. And why are we not being supported? Or why do we have to take care of our uplines when the uplines really should take care of us? And in many companies, it's flipped. In many companies, they make I don't want to say downline, but they make the downlines do all the work and recognize the uplines. I'm like, that's wrong. It should be the other way around. So, but because the comp plan or the structure does not benefit many people from the bottom up. So when I saw this comp plan this time around, remember, I told Marcy, I just want to have fun and I want to recognize leaders. I want to first time develop, and we can do it. And long and behold, we did it. But this time around, because we make so much money from the company and because we just want to give back and change the way the industry or our company or our team will be recognized. And the ultimate testimonial is when Gail, Krista, Sherry, Pamakai, when each one of you, I don't care if it takes a year, 2 years, 5 years from now, when each one of you are walking on stage, being recognized, okay? To me, that is the ultimate of ultimate. And, you know, one day you're going to hear Lizzie and John's story again. I mean, literally coming with not that much experience, but to be able to break through, to have such a, you know, to make more money than ever, to have more freedom than ever. I love when I see people that have not been in industry but really succeed here. So it just shows our leadership. It shows our system. But now, Gail, get ready for October, okay? I'm telling everyone, I don't even know if there's enough stage room to recognize all the leaders from Team Evolve that'll be coming up this October. So thank you, Gail. Let's go to Carol, Dale, and Gail and Dale. Dale,
Yeah.
what's up?
Two things. You know, every company I've ever been involved with, two things I want to do. Make sure you have the product. And number two, make sure you don't mess with paying me. Because the problem is, you know, they're always playing around with it. Here, what's amazing, they close the portal at midnight. And by 6 o'clock the next morning, or even 2 o'clock in the morning, you'll see more cycling already hit. And that's just uncommon because, so we have two things. We have the support of Team Evolve, but we also have a corporation that's not playing games. And that's so beneficial and comforting and encouraging because, you know, when they go playing with your money or when they don't support you, then you end up running scared. And that's something we don't have to worry about here.
And Dale, I'm going to piggyback off that. Everyone, remember when the Canada was shut down a little bit for LifeWave? Did you all know that David Schmidt literally paid all the Canadian leaders their commissions? He kept them alive all that time. Literally, he did not, nobody went out. Whatever you made, I think he took care of all the Canadians during that time. That just shows you, again, you know, what a leader or a CEO of a company that truly cares. And Dale and I came from a company, you know, before, maybe it was strong, but, you know, the way that they hired or the way you saw the way that they really took care of their distributors is over here is a little bit different, okay? And we're not scared of anything because David has backup. He backs everything up with patents, with studies. He's not afraid either to speak up his mind. Do you guys see that, right? He really is speaking his mind. He is letting the world know, please don't mess with me, because this is my invention. This is my 20, 30 years of work that I got to be proud of because the world. So again, each one of us are the eyes and ears for David. We are the energy. We are the Faraday block for his life, right? So it's a good thing to know. All right, let's go to D and then Paulette. D, what you got?
Well, first of all, I'm new to this business too.
Yes.
And I'm going to get emotional. Peter, you have just been there, I mean, I met you 3 years ago and it's like I've fallen off and you keep pulling me back because I can do this. And now this new system is awesome because it's so much easier. It's so much simpler, but I just want to tell you, you're such a wonderful person, a great leader, and you have a lot of patience. And I just love you and Marcy. And every time I see you guys, from everyone, I just feel the love that I've never had in another company.
Oh, thank you, D. And guys, just know D gives me a lot of headaches, okay, the last 3 years. But she always shows up. She always comes, hangs out with me. She always asks me what I need when I come to Florida. And it's not D, it's everywhere I go. I've developed such beautiful relationships. I am like called the underdog, okay? I root for the underdog, as you can see. I always want the underdog to win because you're not going to be an underdog for the rest of your life, right? When you find the right company or the right support. So D, I just love that you're just transforming right in front of our eyes. And again, each one of us, we have it. And one thing I love about this comp plan, everyone, it only takes one person to change, make, or be a difference for you. One. I was the one for Marcy. Below me was many ones. Below them was ones. I can tell you numerous stories of how one person just changed the dynamics of your life. Does that make sense? This is the only program in the world where one person can truly just take care of you. Many other programs, it takes many more than one. But at least over here, you can get lucky. So if I am the one to believe in you and support you, let me be that one, right? But behind me, there are many, 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 many ones, right? So D, keep on going, and I'll see you soon in Florida. All right, let's do Paulette, and then John, and then Angela, and then we're done. Paulette, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Peter. Thank you for letting me speak. I've been using the product, the X39 and Eon, for 12 months, and it's only been since January that I've really started to focus on growing a business. I've been a registered nurse for almost 50 years, and the last half of my career, I turned from working in the medical focus to prevention. So as a retired person, this is really just expanding my desire to help people. But the most important point I wanted to bring out that really drove me to the business, I'm a Christian and a believer in Jesus Christ. And to hear David Schmidt speak about how God affected his whole process was just another sign for me. God wants me to not slow down and retire, but to spread the word and help people during these really hard times. So I am just so grateful for all of you. As one of the other nurses I saw, she wrote she never did network marketing before, and neither did I. And so this is a whole new game for me. But thanks to you and Marcy and Stacy, I'm learning all about this. So thank you very much.
Again, great. Thank you, Paulette, for another, appreciation and testament. And, in LifeWave, now that in 4.5 years of all the people that came here, I can truly say the light attracts light. If somehow, some way, if you say you're the light, but you are not the light, somehow you don't end up staying here that long anymore. Does that make sense? We see it all over the place, but like you, Paulette, you've been attracted here. The light, David found you, right? LifeWave found us. This light found us. So, and because sometimes you have a light, but life beats you up a little bit and your light is a little diminished, but somehow you prayed and then all of a sudden LifeWave came into you because the light found you. There are so many different stories, everyone, but just know you're here for a reason. David, he must have been downloaded. I don't know how to say this. God put him here at this time in this life. He didn't have that success 20 years ago because 20 years ago, maybe our whole world's light was not ready yet. Does that make sense, everyone? Maybe he was protected in the last 20 years with everything that we have for the next 20, 40 years to wake up and shine the light for all the poison and darkness that we have experienced in our lifetime already. So we know we're all going into the next level of exposure. No matter how hard this world is, no matter what you see on TV, no matter what you hear, the world is beautiful, okay? I travel everywhere. There are good people in this world. There are very good people. But many people, good, need still help. That's why we're here. So, John, what do you got for us?
Peter, first of all, I want to tell you I really appreciate your leadership. You're outstanding. I've been in network marketing 50 years, something like that.
We're gonna get a
Through
lot
countries, companies that have uncapitalized and gone out of business. And all the time that you work in it, it's gone. I see, when I've only been in LifeWave a couple of months, and when I decided to look at LifeWave, I looked at the company. Is it capitalized? What is the product? And the product that's not a Me Too product. And I looked at the compensation plan, and I've been in the other compensation plans. It's generous. I love it. The opportunities for in LifeWave are outstanding. The upline support, what you are doing with the 2 websites, which are key. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you and Marcy and all the other leaders that have built an organization that is personable, that you are and that they are. And I think that with LifeWave, it can be a real success compared to what I experienced in the past. So thank you for what you're doing. Keep on doing it and just hang in there. Thank you.
Oh, God, John, again, thank you. With all your experience, it really, really, really resonates with us. And I don't know, my hair is standing up today. I just really appreciate all the experienced networkers that are on this call or that will be listening to this call, because we have gone through the ringers, right? John and Gail, we have seen it all. And I don't even know if there will ever be another company like LifeWave. I don't even think all the stars are aligning for us in this time, in this phase, in this moment. Even for us to build, during the COVID, that will never be duplicated again. That was in that time, in that space, in that moment. But how we evolved, who we became, what we've learned, how we broke out of our shell, all that experience is just now coming together because we're just synergizing. We're leveraging everything and everyone is bringing to the table. So John, you're bringing all your experience to us. We're going to take it, and we take it all from everyone, okay? So thank you. Thank you for that compliment. All right, last one, Angela. What do you have for us?
Well, like everyone else before, I want to thank you and Marcy and all the other great leaders on this team and my upline, Gail, because I finally feel like I have a home. And I've always had a desire to work until I was 100 years old. Don't ask me why. It's just been a goal of mine. I want to live a long, vital life. And I finally feel like with LifeWave, I can make that happen. I'm not going to do it as a hairstylist. It's just physically not as easy. And so I love that this product, well, I love the company. David Schmidt is exactly who, the leadership comes from the top down, right? And I think he sets the perfect example for all of us. And then you guys on Team Evolve are the same, and other teams. I've seen it on other teams as well. And I like that it's consistent across the board. What I love about this, though, is that age is not a factor here. And I'm 61, and my previous companies, I was always on the older end. I'm getting started late. I raised my family and supported my husband's career, and now it's my turn. And I always feel like I was always older. And I'm actually inspired by the people in LifeWave who are older. So we've got a product that's easy to use, that does what it says it's going to do. We've got the statistical information to back it up. So a product that's consumable that people need every single month. In my previous company, people could go 4 or 5 months before they needed to reorder. So I love that it's consumable. And I love that our company is on the cutting edge of technology, and it's service oriented and focused for the future. And I love that. So I just feel so grateful and so blessed by the leadership and the products that they perform. And I'm just excited for the future. There's not a second in the day that I don't say, thank you, God, for bringing me here. Yes. Thank you, Gail, for showing me something that I was not familiar with. And I'm just so grateful.
Wow. Thank you, Angela. And see, this is what I mean. One person can change the direction of another person, right? And great job, Gail, finding Angela. So, and I want to piggyback off that too, because in Mexico, I got to hang out with Dr. Stacy's son. Has anybody met Trent yet? Trent. So Trent is 19 years old. I met him 3 years ago when he was 16, right? Young man. I mean, can you imagine your mother is Dr. Stacy and your father is Brent? Okay. That is you got to be good. Okay. So, but young age, has a brain, has a mind, has a drive. Do you know he's not going to college. His career is real estate, and he's going to be he's this close to becoming a presidential director. Do you know where his next 4 years, while his friends are going to college, do you know where this young man's life will be in the next 4 years? And then I meet, I don't know who I met, but I met another lady who's a grandmother, whose daughter's in the business, whose granddaughter's in the business. We're talking about generations now. And Angela, you hit it right on the dot. This is where you really can say to yourself, can I really start over? Remember, we're talking about HTF, health, time, and freedom is your driver. That's your goal. Everybody wants that at any age. And especially if you're older, you deserve it more than ever because you worked so hard already. You've already gave the world your energy. And now you found us. This is the last time. This is your graduation gift, okay? I would say. All you have to do is now bring all your treasures. What is our treasure? Our relationships. All the years of relationships.
Peter, you're on mute.
I am not on mute. Am I on mute? No, I'm not on mute. I'm talking. So all the relationships you've built, all the treasures you've preserved, they're coming here. This is your chance. This is your time. And all we're doing again is just waking up people, sharing them of something that they need, that they want. And all you're doing is David is paying us to build relationships, okay? That is all we're designed to do here now. So I don't know whoever is watching this video for the future, if you do not know how to recognize an opportunity, if you do not hear a pathway in this 1 hour, I don't know what to say, okay? Because I like to say the proof is in the pudding. Don't hear from the people, a handful of people, hear from the field. Every time when I go see something, I like to go, when I see someone or a company, I don't talk to the leaders. Do you know who I talk to? The field. I go talk to the new people. I hear what they like. I hear what they don't like. So over here, every new person that joins us, I want you to experience what we have.
Santini?
In the next 90 days, okay, the second quarter, we will surprise you every single week or two. There is new things coming out that's going to just be the tools, okay? This last month, we did an awesome job at transitioning into a new schedule. Are you flowing with the new schedule? Because I love it. I'm telling you, my days are clear. I know exactly what to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I can plan my trips Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can do your 3-3-3s every day and then bring your new people on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for all of us to train together. I mean, it is one of the most smoothest schedules I've ever seen and developed today together, okay? So what a beautiful call. Did everybody learn something today? Or 2, or 3, or 10?
Yes.
Right? Yes, okay. I will be posting this up call ASAP. Next week, I will still be here, okay? The week after, everyone, it's my birthday week in May 7th. I will be out of commission for about 7 to 10 days from April 27th through May 7th, okay? I'm going to Costa Rica. I'm going to be out in the jungle somewhere, so you cannot reach me, okay? I know, Linda, I'll be gone, okay? So I will definitely have somebody take over for me. I'm going to always have now leaders take over my calls because it's designed to do that, okay? I'm going to go into a little reflection mode. I'm going to reflect on everything I've done in this year. And then when I come back, I will see you on May 8th on the Wednesday. I'm going to share with you everything I've downloaded and experienced. And you all know, Lizzie knows where I'm going. I'm going into the jungles, okay? So, but just know I love you. I will be on Thursday for the podcast. I will be doing the podcast on Thursday night. And who asked something? Is that Jenny?
No, that was me. It was Suzanne, Peter. Even though it was been a great call and the spirit has just been so awesome. I love it. And we don't have very many meetings where we get to see each other anymore because we see each other on Zoom, but we are having one tonight in the center of Orange County at Dr. DeMoss's. And if you're looking for that vibrational energy to be transferred and seeing people and giving them hugs, we're there. 1 hour meeting, 7 to 8 o'clock tonight.
Thank you, Suzanne, for the plug-in. If you are in Orange County, everyone, in my hood, come check out Suzanne. We'll be blasting it out. I think she posted on Telegram. Suzanne, just post it everywhere you want. And then I want to leave with this. I had a great time, okay, in Mexico. It was just nice spending time with everyone. I think you see all the Facebook pictures. Sandra's here. Who else is here from there? But just want to say hi to everyone I saw in Mexico. So love you all. I'll see you later. Marcy's going to be on later at 4 and 5. See you on the podcast, and I'll be on tomorrow, and I'll see you Saturday, and enjoy your week. Bye, everybody.
Love you all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Peter.
Thank you.